Man, what's good? It's y'all boy, ZaeDatGuy. Back on another video. And look, man, today we react to Jimmy High Roller. If y'all don't know, if you a real, what I'm saying, a hooper, you into the basketball scene, you know about Jimmy High Roller. We got a video today. This was a generational mistake. I don't think Jimmy High Roller upload in a little minute. And this video for the ages, man. Perfect, perfect timing. You feel what I'm saying? Perfect timing. But yeah, man, we'll get straight into this great production video by Jimmy High Roller. And he gonna talk about the trade, but he be bringing like all the stats in, the numbers, the act, all that. He bringing everything on the videos. It's like really in depth. Like the details are just like we'll get straight into it though.
This is the 2024 Dallas Mavericks, a team that accomplished what many teams could only hope for. They made it to the NBA Finals. Now, if ever in this position, most organizations will just run it back the next season. Keep the same core group of players, possibly make a few tweaks here and there, but when it's proven to work, the last thing you want is big, drastic changes. But not the Dallas Mavericks, because out of every big, drastic change you could possibly conjure up, they've gone through every single one of them. Out of the 14 players on this championship caliber team you see here, only 2 of them are currently active on their roster as we speak. The Mavericks had a winning formula, but decided it wasn't enough. It is a mess around and find out of biblical proportions, and a trade that initially felt like the most shocking and inexcusable transaction in NBA history has somehow turned out to be a whole lot worse.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't feel good about that.
Nope.
Today's video is sponsored for more years by our Getty ticket to code 25 minutes. 25 measly little minutes. This is the total amount of time Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving played on the floor together this season. It was a marvelous 25 minutes and a glimpse at just how good
The greatest 25 minutes. Yo, AD was going crazy.
Dallas could be in the post-Luka era. What would ensue over the next month is a series of events that would make even the most rational, level-headed sports fans believe in curses. 5 weeks ago, when the Mavericks traded away Luka Doncic, the general consensus was that Dallas was trading away their future to win now. How in a matter of 5 weeks they've sacrificed both is a tale that will be told for generations. Since trading away their golden ticket, Dallas has lost Anthony Davis for the rest of the season to a thigh injury, they lost Daniel Gafford to an MCL sprain. In a 3-day span, they lost PJ Washington and Jaden Hardy to ankle injuries, Dante Exum to a foot injury, and Kyrie Irving out for the rest of the season after tearing an ACL. 70% of their rotation gone. And no generational super megastar to carry the load in the meantime. Under any other circumstance, a wave of injuries like this would be
The only person you would have really not carrying but taking that big leap is probably like probably Spencer Dinwiddie. Y'all thinking? Probably Max Christie, right? Either one of those 3. I'm thinking Spencer Dinwiddie might go crazy. He kind of ISO player, you feel me? 1v1 bad crazy.
unbelievably bad luck. And that's really what it is. Just sheer bad luck. But it sure doesn't feel like it. Now, I'm not a superstitious person. Everything that happens can be attributed to some rhyme and reason, some cause and effect. But when you throw your franchise player out of the building and call him a fat, lazy heathen before slamming the door in his face, bad luck is gonna look a little bit more like retribution. And it is so much worse than we could have imagined. Last season, the Mavericks roster played a total of 18,134 minutes on the court. That's the combined minutes of every player on their roster throughout the regular season. As of this week, only 10% of those minutes are on their active roster. 10%. That means 90% of all minutes from last season are not currently active or playing for the Dallas Mavericks.
So you see how he put I love his videos. You see how he put in like all the minutes, the percentage, he even got the chart, so you can see it. It makes it easier to read and really make you think oh shoot, this is crazy. This is crazy. 90% of all minutes from 2024 inactive or not on the roster. They're currently out of minutes. Like, that is insane, bro. That is crazy.
And many of these players will continue to be out for considerable time, if not the rest of the season. The returning 10% of playing time comes from their backup center, the 8th man, and a man that's been on a two-way contract for the last 2 seasons. If you have a Mavericks fan in your life, check on them, see how they're doing. Because what has happened to them and their team is criminal. The only consolation to the Luka trade was that at least for the near future, the Mavericks would be in title contention with Kyrie and Davis, that they would be winning games while the Lakers were prepping Luka to take the torch from LeBron before he retires. This couldn't be further from reality. From the start of the season to the infamous trades, this couldn't be
Bro, that is actually so insane. Yo.
further from reality. From the start of the season to the infamous trade, the Lakers and Mavericks were just a 1.5 apart in net rating. Even without Luka in their lineup for over a month, Dallas was playing better than LA. But since Luka's first game with the Lakers,
Oh, no.
Wix gives you the freedom to tell your story.
Demon Hire, let's stop the ass, man.
LA has the 7th best net rating in the NBA of plus 6.4, and the Mavericks have a net rating of negative 8.2, the 3rd worst in the entire league. The Lakers look like legitimate contenders right now, winning 12 of their last 15 games. The Mavericks can hardly field a full roster at the moment. Since Luka's debut in LA, the Lakers are a plus.
Let me see that chart one more time. Okay, so you see, look, the team ratings, I never really, like, dug deep into it. But okay, this basically, see, you see how he puts the charts? He make it, like, this is, bro, great production. He put time into this. So that's good good offense, good defense. Bad offense, good defense. Bad offense and bad defense. Ooh, look at the Sixers. That's disgusting. That's nasty work. Okay. Dang.
Field a full roster at the moment. Since
Hold on. Look at the words, though. Y'all say it. Look at the words. Yeah.
12 of their last 15 games, the Mavericks can hardly field a full roster at the moment. Since Luka's debut in LA, the Lakers are a plus 117 in point differential. In that same time, the Mavericks are a negative 125. Not only did Dallas mortgage their future, they inadvertently sacrificed the present. And to literally add insult to injury, the Mavericks front office and ownership has taken zero accountability for the shoddy decisions they've made throughout all of this. In fact, they've doubled down, insisting Luka was not fit to be the future of their franchise. But the real kicker to all of this is that in the one game that we saw how this team was intended to look, they played great. Even after Anthony Davis went down, Kyrie Irving stepped up and played some of the best basketball of his entire career, averaging 31 and 6 a game and carrying the offensive load for Dallas.
60% true shooting? 30? It's looking scary.
But to pull this off, the Mavs had to play Kyrie far more than he ever has. Over the last month and a half, Kyrie played the most minutes per game of any player in the entire league. Not out of desire, but out of necessity. The Mavs needed him to play as much as possible in the absence of Luka and then AD.
Yeah, because I don't think Kyrie was on a team where he was like the number one option. I think the Nets, when like KD was out one time, I think, or before KD came there, it was either one. But other than that, he never really been like a. I was about to say Celtics, but I think Jason Tatum got drafted by then. So he wasn't really like the true, like, you know what I'm saying? Dang, that's crazy.
That same time span, in the 5 games Kyrie didn't play and in the one he left early due to injury, the Mavericks went 1-5 and lost by an average margin of more than 20 points. It's impossible to know if Kyrie's injury was exacerbated by the excess minutes he was spending on the court. But playing an aging 33-year-old injury-prone point guard more minutes than he's ever played before feels like a catalyst. Losing AD in his first game with the team felt like the worst-case scenario. And then Dallas lost half of their roster. And then they lost the player who was single-handedly keeping them afloat. Which brings us here. And with the Dallas Mavericks team that doesn't share an ounce of DNA with the team that made it to the finals just last season. Now, you hate to see any player get injured regardless of the circumstance. The health of the players takes precedence over everything else that's going on. But the Mavericks specifically cited Luka's health as a major concern and one of the main reasons why they didn't see a future with him. The fact that directly following these statements, the Mavericks have been hit with one of the worst injury plagues we've seen in recent history, while Luka is absolutely obliterating every team he faces on 2 healthy legs, is a level of irony that is almost too strange to
That is so crazy to think about. Ooh, look at that foul. This shot kind of hard.
even believe.
That's tough. This is tough. Hey, this is wallpaper worthy right here. Nah, yeah, this tough for sure. But yeah, that is like the irony in that is crazy. That, you know what I'm saying, that he the healthy one right now. He the real healthy one going crazy. And they say he was fat, sloppy, out of shape, drank a lot. If he fat and all that out of shape, and he's still averaging 34. Like, he's averaging over 30 anyway. He's taking y'all to the finals anyway. So why give him away? This is one of the craziest.
As if the basketball gods are punishing them for the rash and brazen treatment of their former star. A curse. When in reality, this is the result of trading away your best player, swapping him for a player who is often injured, working your remaining best player into the ground, and stumbling into a stretch of bad luck with absolutely no recourse. Right now, the outcry from Mavericks fans is enough to make anyone want to go and protest with them. You know it's bad when Wizards fans are offering you their condolences. To no fault of their own and against their wishes, in mere months, they went from cheering on Luka and Kyrie in the NBA Finals to watching their team dissipate and be reduced to rubble. And yet, despite their disappointment for how all of this has unfolded, Maverick fans are still as steady and passionate as ever, sticking by a franchise that has completely undermined them and their loyalty. But just this past week, the Mavericks offered their fans a token of appreciation, a gift to alleviate the recent betrayal they were put through, by raising ticket prices 8%. Truly.
This is the worst year in NBA history to be a Mavericks fan. This is the worst. The worst. It's just crazy. This is the worst, bro.
A masterclass of basketball mismanagement spearheaded by the worst trade in modern sports history.
Bro, that was a great video. But yeah, man. This is probably the worst trade in NBA history. This up there. Like, okay. Oh, he uploaded a video? Bro? Oh yeah, I watched that video. But yeah, bro, like, it's just crazy because, like, bro, you give away a franchise player. You say he's out of shape, fat, drink a lot. If he's averaging 33, 34. What more do you want from him? Oh, he's still averaging 34. He taking you to the finals. So why are you acting like that? Like, it's just stupid, bro. Like, it's just stupid, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, the craziest trade. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment if this was a horrible trade or not. If it was a horrible trade, let me know what you think. But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and yeah, man, we out.